out to you.
You know what's remarkably consistent, BA? There's always a surprise for the good and the bad. A team we expected to be in the mix maybe struggles because of an injury or because of bad chemistry, and then there's always an overachiever.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pons pairing up in the backcourt. Then it's Moody, then it's Green, and it's Santos in at the 4 slot.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Santos, following the bucket by Utah. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Curry's shot is off. On offense, here's Utah. Pass to Markkanen from outside the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Markkanen from behind the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Little competitive spirit from Lauri Markkanen right there. Counters with his own 3.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Now Green. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's George. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Nurkic, a screen on Curry. Pass to Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry surveys. Here's Podziemski. Green, the pass to Moody. On the wing, Curry. George defending. Lets it fly. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
George outside. Now here's Markkanen. Not a lot of room. And they pick up 2. Markkanen's got 5.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Now here's Moody. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Curry, no good.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a 3-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the 3 by Utah. Santos offline with a 3.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Now here's George. No points so far. Nurkic controls the rebound and the putback.
Jusuf Nurkic goes about 7 foot, 300 pounds. If you don't check him out, he's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Green. Outside Podziemski. Now here's Curry, looking to win the run. Nails it from 3. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
George outside. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. The 3, George gets his 2nd attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And there's a nice rhythm to his 3-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Pass to Podziemski. And the layup is good.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's George. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Pajimski with it. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Pass to Curry. Launches it. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah leading by 4. Bailey, the pass to George. And here's Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Williams. Tries again. And it's laid in by Nurkic.
Well, this is exactly where you want Jusuf Nurkic operating on the offensive end.
Warriors trail by 6. Green with a screen on Williams. To the wing on the left. Back to Pajimski. Down low. Right side Moody. Outside Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, there's no doubt Stephen Curry has his favorite spots, but his jumper always is going to cause the defense problem no matter the location.
Now here's Nurkic. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Fires from deep, and here's Bailey for 3. They get it again. Here's Nurkic, and off the glass. That one's good. Nurkic has got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Santos. Back to Pajimski. Now here's Curry. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Mikhailu comes in for Bailey. Sensabaugh is checked in for Williams. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Collier. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. It's Markkanen with the drive. Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. And here's Filipowski. Green covering. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Collier, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. They trail by 6. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Here's Sensabaugh. 23 points for him last game against Miami. The Jazz again can't hit. Now here's Pajimski. Guarded closely. Pass to Curry. Now Pajimski can't get a second shot to fall, now 1 of 2. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Knocks down the triple. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Pajimski, takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Here's Collier, coming off a 16-point game against Miami.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. 5th best, Utah.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
The Jazz making a switch here. Love's checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Pajimski. Green finds Curry. Horford outside. The 3-ball. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And he drives in, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's a screen. Oh, Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Curry passes to Horford. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. The three from Curry, counted from distance. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Pass to Love. Here's Sensabaugh. There's a screen by Love. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Podziemski. Sensabaugh, no good. And here's Horford. Now Podziemski to the paint. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Nice work from the veteran big man Al Horford getting things done inside.
Pass to Love. Here's Mikhailuk. Drives to the hoop, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here's Curry for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Sensabaugh. Here's the 3. No luck on that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Utah ahead, up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got DeAnthony Melton. Quentin Post out there with Al Horford. Then it's Buddy Hield.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now here's George. Here's Collier. George outside. Really left him alone that time. And now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back over to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Now here's Hield. Pass to Melton. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Utah leading by 5. Now here's George. Here's Collier. Now here's George. Here's Filipowski, guarded by Post. Back to George. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. George has got 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Post. And here's Hield. There's the triple. And no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Sensabaugh. Now here's Anderson. George outside. Filipowski sets a screen. George, that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Checked in for Utah. And the Warriors making a change here. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Stephen Curry. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Will it go? It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 9-point game. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Pass to Shibwe. Here's Sensabaugh. And the layup falls. Sensabaugh's got 6 here in the quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Moody to the right side, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Shibwe. And Golden State also making a switch. Green is checked in. Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. And here's Markkanen. Shoots. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
Warriors trail by 11. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Back to Green. And George with some nice D.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points.
Oh, they go up top for Markkanen.
Yeah, Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Nurkic, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Sensabaugh. Warriors trail by 13. Curry passes to Green. Here's Santos. It's guarded by Markkanen. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Curry splashing one down from 3.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Pass to Markkanen. He shoots it. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Moody passes to Green. Nurkic with some nice D.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Now Markkanen. There's a screen by Nurkic. For 3, George. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Trailing by 10. Curry passes to Moody. Here's Santos. Now here's Green. George defending. With the fadeaway. And it's Green missing.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Markkanen using his size inside.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Pass to Green. Here's Santos. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Collier. George outside. 5 on the clock. A deep 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Moody passes to Curry. This one for 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Inside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Doris' offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Making a switch here. Sensabaugh's checked in. Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors.
One shot.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Now here's Podziemski. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Warriors trail by 12. Pass to Curry. Back to Podziemski. Puts up a three. And that's good. Stephen Curry for three. Curry's got 27.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the middle. It's stolen away. Podziemski into the lane. And a two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Sensabaugh. Give him 8. Oh, Markkanen drills the three.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Pass to Santos.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Curry. The three. Utah grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Collier. And he converts the layup. And it's a 12-point Utah lead.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Takes a three. And the three-pointer goes. Curry's got 30 points.
He just has a great feel from the perimeter tonight. 3 triples in the first quarter, and he keeps them coming.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. There's the three. Santos pulls it in. Warriors trail by 9. To the inside. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Utah has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. 14 feet away. Here's Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. And a miss there on the triple.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Curry. Curry from inside.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
Markkanen finds Nurkic. Here's Collier. Nurkic, a screen on Curry. Offline from the top of the key. And we've reached halftime in this one. Jazz out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Attention to center court. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Utah Jazz.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
And taking a look at Utah, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight. looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Utah leading by 7. Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's George. And it's Williams in at the 2. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Kept alive. George. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Warriors trail by 9. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Curry's shot is off. The Jazz shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. George outside. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Hauled in by Curry.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Pass to Santos. And stolen by Markkanen. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Curry drives in. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Curry's got 34.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
George for 3. Utah with another miss.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Pass to Santos. Green with a screen on Nurkic. Santos. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster and some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have and with the picks on the horizon. It's just going to take time.
Some numbers from the real NBA. Here are the free throw shooting leaders. Stephen Curry 3rd, and of course Keontae George.
Both of these guys excel at the line, and you just know their coaches love it. Guys who are reliable late in games.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Markkanen finds George. Back to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 23 points.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
And here's Curry for three. And Curry answers with a three of his own.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Outside, Williams. Pass to Markkanen from downtown. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Podziemski. The shot off that time. Solid defense from Williams. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Markkanen for three. Santos pulls it in. Santos has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
Elbow. 2.
At the line for the Warriors, Podziemski. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Utah leading by 3. Throws it up high and stolen by Green. Pass to Santos. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Santos has got 4 points this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
George passes to Nurkic, and stolen by Green. Now here's Podziemski. And here's Curry. 37 points for him. Again, Golden State. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
They set the pick. The three. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Right wing for three. Collier drills it from deep. Collier's got 8.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Boris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yusuf Nurkic is an absolute beast. If he has carved out space close to the bucket, no chance for a defender.
George, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The lead is 2. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You know, we've seen guys be effective with a pump fake, but Steph Curry elevates it to near art form.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Jazz trail by 3 to the middle. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Nurkic. And here's George. Just 5 on the clock. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. George, no good.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Here's Santos. It's guarded by Markkanen. Outside Curry. Lets it fly. Gets an open look and hits it. Curry's got 48.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
A different look here for Utah. Filipowski comes in for Nurkic. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Bailey. And Golden State also making a switch. Pajemski's checked in. Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Golden State.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The shot by Pajemski, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Collier. Markkanen outside. And another miss by Utah.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Now Pajemski. Right side Green. Up top Curry. Green with a screen on George. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen for 3. Another miss by Markkanen.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Collier. Give him 8. Pass to George. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Outside Moody, and here's Curry for 3. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep. guarded by Green. Green's got 9 rebounds now. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Draymond Green will pick his spots on the interior. He can read a defense, and he understands when to attack.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Marking it outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Collier. The 3 is up. The rebound by Moody. Right side, Pajemski. Shoots over Collier. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Jazz trail by 8. Here's George. Marking it for 3. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Santos, good. Santos has got 11 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for George. And a moment to check in on the rookies with the best shooting percentage in the last month. In the 3rd spot, Isaiah Collier.
I mean, he's shooting like a seasoned player right now. It has to be exciting for the coaching staff to see him excelling like this.
And we've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Horford. Horford draws the double. Now post. Covered by Filipowski. Post shot no good. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Sensabaugh. Six on the shot clock. For 3, Collier. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Outside Curry. 3-pointer. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3, Collier. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Get a couple stops, we get a couple runouts, we get into our flow, all right? Keep the ball moving, keep the intensity.
Steve Kerr asking his guys to keep the pace up, play unselfishly, basically be yourselves.
Yeah, he knows what his team is capable of. Just looking for a couple of plays to really get into a nice, sustainable groove here.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for the Warriors, sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. Al Horford out there with Quentin Post. Here's Hendricks. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Al Horford.
At the line for your Jazz, Taylor Hendricks. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Warriors lead by 14. Outside Hield. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. George outside. The 3 is up. Horford pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Post. George against Curry. Another bucket! Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Hendricks. There's a screen. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And got it! Another basket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Now here's George. And he's going for the oop here. It's tipped. Left side Hield. Yes, it's good.
The defense getting too close to Buddy Hield on that dribble drive, and give him some credit for seeking out the contact.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Timeout for Golden State.
Motivation, what they said to you. Hey man, all day, if the price
Hendricks. The Warriors also with a sub. Draymond Green, he's checked in for post.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Hield. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
I'll tell you what, the defense does a good job on Buddy Hield. This guy just so good at concentrating through a contest.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Mikhailuk's checked in.
Line for one.
One shot.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Now here's George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Hield. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. High post Green. Back to Curry. All alone. And good! There's another! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen with a screen on Hield. Here's Sensabaugh. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Horford. On the wing, Curry. Green with the ball. Over Markkanen. Some solid defense from Markkanen. George against Curry. Now George. Now here's Filipowski. Pass to Sensabaugh. Jacks up a 3. George for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 11. Now here's Hield. Now Green. Hield on the wing. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Sensabaugh. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Markkanen against Green. Pass to Hield. Outside Curry to end the drought. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 7 rebounds in the game. Markkanen outside. 4-3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
And here's Horford. George defending. From the left block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Warriors lead by 21. The shot by Filipowski, no good. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Heel.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Now here's George. Pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer just so skilled, he can find different spots to be effective.
Outside Curry. Shoots over George. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Now here's Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen, the pass to Mikhailuk. George for three. Pure from three-point range. George has got 11 points here in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Curry finds Hield. Back to Curry for 3. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. It's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. Here's Markkanen. Outside, Williams. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Now here's Williams. And here's George. Markkanen outside. Lets the 3 fly. Pajimski grabs the board.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot 3s, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Back to Curry. with the floater. Oh, connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Markkanen. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. A minute 35 left in the game. Curry against George. Out to Hield. It's stolen by Nurkic.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory...
wow!
Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Outside Curry. Hield, a screen on George. Back to Hield. Post inside. Nurkic is there. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Hield missing. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Curry with a steal. So it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our